So I'm the type of individual that intentionally goes down the wormhole and blows it up. I'm the type of individual that intentionally goes down the wormhole and blows it up. I'm the type of individual that will intentionally go down a rabbit hole and blow it up. I go down holes and destroy them. Whatever parable or quote-unquote hole that you can think of that is nothing of the immoral or unethical or foul thought style of hole. In other words, nothing sexual. I go down these holes, these things that have a connection here and a connection here that you can get stuck in, so to speak, because you can get so confused as to what you are reading or trying to comprehend that it'll be like a bottomless pit. You follow what I'm saying? It'll be like a bottomless pit if you get stuck in one of these holes and don't know how to get out of it or destroy or think or see how to climb out of the hole. You can get trapped in it, right? Rabbit holes, wormholes, deep things, psyche-wise, psyche-based speaking-wise, mental foundation speaking-wise, your mind's foundational play. You can get stuck in the realm of them. If that makes sense to you. I find this as I go down these paths of information, so to speak. I find out this: you all are not black people, nor are you white people. You are power people. You're all power people. You're not black, nor are you white. You ain't no color at all. You are power people. Now, here's the thing. You can be whatever you call yourself. But when you look at the logic behind what you actually are, you're power people. Or you're God people. Or you're pieces of the same God body. Or you're pieces of the same God power. Or you're pieces of one power. You're pieces of one body. Our women are the body parts of our brethren. What do I mean when I say our women are body parts? Our women are the body parts of men? Yeah. Women are the body parts of men. What could this mean, though? What could that mean? Well, if women are the body parts of men, what could that possibly mean? Well, let's look at this for a second. What kind of body are the women a part of? If women are the body parts of men, what kind of body are men for women to be a part of? What kind of body are men for women to be a part of? God's. Women are a part of God's body. Men are God's body for women to be a part of. Why are our body parts being used against us right now currently? Why is that? How is it that our body parts, better known as what you would call women, so-called men, so-called white people, so-called black people, you're all just people, power people at that, because God is power. God is a personification of power. God is a personification of righteousness. God is a personification of love. You're all power people. You're all God people. How can any portion of a righteous God be used against any portion of a righteous God? How can power people be used against power people? How can power be used against power? The word power literally defines as the ability to do something or act in a particular way, especially as a faculty, meaning a mental faculty, or quality, meaning a standard. What are the mental standards of your mental foundation's aspects. What are the aspects of your mental foundation? Are they wrong aspects and or bad aspects and or disgusting aspects and or blasphemous aspects? Or do you have good aspects or wonderful aspects or marvelous aspects or good or great aspects? The construction of your inner mental foundation, the construction of your inner mental foundation sets up the instructions for your external movements. The construction, instruction, struct, destruct, destruction. Why do I say destruction? Because it means change. 555's angel number. The construction of your inner foundation lays the instruction for your external movements. What is your inner foundation set up like? Does your inner foundation have a whole bunch of bad aspects as its construction? Does your inner foundation have a whole lot of good aspects for its construction? Does it? Do you got a bunch of bad aspects that have set up your mental foundation? Do you got a bunch of good aspects setting up your mental foundation? Because if you got a bunch of bad aspects setting up your mental foundation, you're going to be doing a whole lot of bad things. If you got a whole bunch of good aspects set up for your mental foundation, you're going to be doing a whole lot of good things. It really is that simple. Why don't you get talked to about a mental foundation? Everybody alive has a mental foundation. Where do you think yours came from? Where do you think our mental foundations come from? Where do you think they come from? Where do we have and or what gave us the current mental foundations upon which we all have currently, that we are all standing on internally? What gave us these things? If your inner foundation is right, you will do right. If your inner foundation is wrong, you will do wrong. How is your inner foundation constructed? Based on what you see, hear, feel, and consume. It's all based on what you see, hear, feel, and consume. You can think of many other things, can't you? That's just four for an example. See, hear, feel, and consume. What do you see? Do you see wrong things or do you see good things? What do you feel? Do you feel wrong things or do you feel good things? What do you consume? Do you consume wrong things or do you consume good things? What do you see, hear, feel, and consume? What do you hear as you're listening to this video? Do you hear wrong things or do you hear good things? Based on what you see, hear, feel, and consume. Do you have knowledge of goodness? Do you have knowledge of evil? Based on what you see, hear, feel, and consume. Knowledge gets into your inner foundation and becomes the construction of your epistemology thereof, based on what you see, hear, feel, and consume. If you see, hear, feel, and consume some bad stuff, then a bad epistemology will be set up for you on the inside of your mind or within the aspects of your psyche thereof. If you see, hear, feel, and consume good things, then a good psyche foundation, a good inner mental psyche foundation will be set up for you thereof. And you will move righteously as you were designed to do, versus foul as you were programmed to do. Programmed. I advocate for us all to start dishing out righteous noise, righteous food, righteous sights, righteous feelings, righteous movements, righteous actions. I advocate we all start doing this together globally, all together at once. Meaning like everybody alive do only one thing, the right thing, all together at once. Meaning everybody alive in every country of the world all do the right thing and the right thing only all together at once. That's possible, ain't it? Yeah, I believe this too. I have logical faith in you. Want to know why it's possible? Because I'm telling you it is. You want to know why I'm telling you it is? Because the oppressive body or the oppressive people or whoever it is that we are dealing with in this world that seems to have problems but doesn't have problems at the same time, because that's what everybody wants to believe, or at least that's the people who are pushing the foul narrative to believe, like, nah, there's no problems going on in the world. There are no problems going on in the world. There's nothing stopping you nor following you around trying to ensure you cannot live your life. Dude, you're saying that someone wired your face up to make it look different. That's impossible. Nothing wrong ever happened to you ever. Nobody wired your face up to make it look different in the days that they removed your wisdom teeth when you were 19 years old. At that dentist in Detroit, Michigan, that dentist office in Detroit, Michigan. That didn't happen to you. Nothing bad happens anywhere. There is no such thing as evil. The earth is flat. There is no space. Stop narrating and or editing people's truths. What gives you all any type of authority to say what someone believes in or what someone saw, heard, felt, or consumed was anything other than what they saw, heard, felt, or consumed? What gives you the right? Are they saying anything directed towards you and the righteousness of your inner psyche's foundation thereof? Are they? When I look at the information that I study, I don't see anything that speaks on a flat planet. I see one that talks about us living on a planet that was not flat until the truths about who and or what this Lord God from the Bible is began to surface. Why is it that the flat earth theories want to kick up the most when the Lord God's actions or behavior is beginning to become revealed more than anything? This flat earth theory. Why is it that you want to distract my family body so much with the flat earth theory? Why is this? And at the time when the actions and or behavioral process or behavioral activities of the Lord God are being so questioned, the Lord God of the Bible. You know, I love you all extremely. The people meaning. I love you all extremely. But I am going to have to keep on pretending to be a real life supervillain for a while. Unfortunately. I am very, 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 very super overwhelmingly eager to convince everyone in the world. I was going to say thing, but to convince everyone in the world to do right. Why? Why am I so personally eager to convince everyone in the world to do the right thing? Why is that? Because if you're all doing the right thing, you won't do the wrong thing. That means the wrong things won't be stalking me around my life and trying to ensure every step I take in it will be a detriment to myself or to it. This is my way of helping because I don't have another one. You know, I just did all this online research of all that ancient history and whatnot. But here's the thing, though. The aspects of the indoctrination that came from the devil is also lined up with mine's to some degree. Yeah, I have an eye over it and a sunlight beam eyesight over it, of course. But it's still a part of my foundation of life. Meaning from my very start to where I am currently. That being said, the concept of this is true, but it's not true at the same time applies even for me. So even when I go back, or even when I get on Wikipedia or whatever website I get on to, and I study 4.6 billion years of human history, I believe it and I don't at the same time. But I will just speak what I can logically comprehend. That's what I will do. And logically speaking, Norse mythology is real. It's Germanic. The stuff the Germanic people's Norse mythology is. Yeah, with Thor and Odin and Loki and all of that. And they were all melanated, logically speaking. Logically speaking, Greek mythology was real. They're talking about our ancestors, our ancient ancestors. Many people existed before Adam and Eve. Chinese and Japanese, the pantheons thereof, all real, logically speaking. Logically speaking, do I believe in logic? Yes and no. There's a simultaneous talk with me in everything. The only thing that's not a simultaneous talk for me are the abilities that give me, or the powers that give me my abilities to be here. That's what I'm going to say. Meaning why there is a neutral stance to stand on in the first place. That's the only thing that cannot be a simultaneous thing, because it can only be one thing, what it is. What is it? Life force energy. The life force source energy, that's it. This here power is giving me my abilities to be here, because I am this here power, as this power is here me. And as it is you. And all of us. I studied 4.6 billion years of human history. Human. And when you take a look at it from the logical Greek mythology perspective, which is the one I'm going to be talking about for this here little video I'm recording myself talking in right now, it appears that at first we were primordial Greek gods. Then we were Titan Greek gods. Then we became Olympian Greek gods. And now we are mortal Greek gods. Mortal Greek gods are what we are now, logically speaking. Logically speaking. We're all mortal-minded Greek gods. All you mortal-minded people, that's what you are. Hold up. You just said they were power people. Now you just said they were mortal-minded Greek gods. Now you just said they're Norse gods from the Germanic mythology or Germanic pantheon. And now you're saying they're Chinese gods or Japanese gods like Anuratsu, the sun deity. How many things are these people? You are only one thing, but can be titled many things, just like your Lord God is. Is it Yahweh, Jah, or Yah? Which one? You're talking about the same entity. People, human beings, are many different names, yet one method of operation, power. People are many different names, yet one method of operation, God. How can your body part be used against you if your body part does not know what it is and is being told to go against you? Because if your body part knew what it was, it cannot be told to go against you. For example, this here body part, whether it's your brain or your hand, this thing essentially knows what it is, a hand, connected to what it is connected to. Do you have control over this body part? No. You want to know what it does? The actual you. So you do and you don't at the same time, right? Yeah. Precisely. That's why I said the whole concept of the simultaneous talk, I'm going to be using that a lot, or the trick talk. They get everything that they have from us and use it against us here. If your body part knows what it is connected to you in the way it needs to be properly connected to you, as above, so below, as within, so throughout, as is the atom, so is the universe, then would your body part be trying to kill you? Would our women be trying to kill us, or set a foundation for us all externally that will ensure we all march to an early grave? Would these things be existing right now? Random question, because this video is just kind of random. This is all I have to help you, spiritual assault. Why do I call it spiritual assault though? Simple. It's simple because everything within the spirit right now currently I am going to destroy. How is that possible? The spirit can't be touched. Precisely. So when everything in the spirit is destroyed, the only thing that'll be left in the spirit is the spirit itself. Balance. Take this for a moment. Your psyche is naturally balanced, by the way. Your psyche is naturally balanced, by the way. Look up the word psyche and see why I say that. See why I say that your psyche is naturally up and right and steady. Upright and steady. Naturally it is. Our women are naturally upright and steady. Our brethren are naturally upright and steady. God is naturally upright and steady. Go up and then go over there. Right. To where the righteous people stand. Here. I keep saying right. I keep saying how desperately I want to trick talk the entire world into doing right for all eternity. I keep saying things like this, right? What does the word right mean? What does it mean to do right? Does it matter who's right or does it matter what's right? Does it matter of who's right or does it matter what's right? What's right? Who's right? Nobody is. Because all of your thoughts even are artificial. Even without the artificial intelligence, your thoughts are artificial. The only thing that is real is what is giving your thoughts their abilities to be them. The only thing that is real is what is giving your thoughts their abilities to be them. What's giving your thoughts their abilities to be them? The life force energy, God, the life force source. Guess what? Even that has many names like prana or love or spirit or soul or psyche or mental foundation. Do your artificial thoughts control your mental foundation or does your mental foundation control your mental foundation? Is your mental foundation your artificial thoughts or is your mental foundation your mental foundation? Did you know your mental foundation is God naturally? Did you know your mental foundation is balanced naturally? Here, question. The word right defines as what's morally good or justifiable, right? It defines as what's morally good, justifiable, or acceptable. That's what the word right defines as. That's what's right, what's morally good, justifiable, or acceptable. So that means what's justifiable to the eye of your society or what's acceptable in the eye of your society. But then there's that first word, what's morally good. What's morally good, right? What's morally good. I went down the rabbit hole of this here question in the definition of the word morals, and I blew it up, meaning I brought it to the surface. I went down the rabbit hole of the word moral and I destroyed it. Yeah, man, I'm having some vocal issues. I am. But if I get to my space and heal in my place, I won't any longer. The word moral, right? I went down the rabbit hole and I blew it up. I'll just sound like Stone Cold Steve Austin there, sure. But I went down the rabbit hole and blew it up of the definition of the word moral. It defines as concern with the principles of right and wrong behavior or the goodness or badness of human character. That first word, concerned, it has a double meaning or a double energy meaning as I like to call it. Energy meaning. Remember, your psyche is energy. Meanings are what give it its instruction physically. The energy is the construction. The meaning is the instruction. The energy is the mental foundational construction. The meaning is the external instruction of the movements. You follow me? So, external instructions. Concerned with the principles of right and wrong behavior. Concerned. Two meanings in that one word. One has an energetic meaning of fear, and one has an energetic meaning of awareness. One has an energetic meaning of fear, and one has an energetic meaning of awareness. Why can't we just use the one good energy and leave the rest of it out? Why can't we just lock onto the one? Why can't we just cleave to what is good and abhor what is evil? Why can't we just cleave to what is good and abhor what is evil? Why must evil be blended with the powers of goodness? Why must this be? Why must this be? Why do we have to accept evil being in our lives alone versus accepting how to keep evil out of it? Why is that? concerned. It should just be awareness with the principles of right and wrong behavior. What am I getting at? Why is the fear of the knowledge of goodness or the fear of the knowledge of evil laced within the fabric of our grammar? Why is that laced within the fabric of our grammar? Why is the fear of goodness why is the fear of the knowledge of goodness or the fear of the knowledge of evil laced into the fabric of our grammar? And then I started going deeper. The curse placed on Adam and Eve in the gardens, as we were just talking about how there were many people before Adam and Eve. If you bite from the tree of life, you are right. But if you bite from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, I'll curse you and all of your descendants for the rest of these generations that they're going to exist. Why does God want us to have a fear of morality? Does God want us to fear being moral? If you are not moral, what are you going to be? See, in this reality, there's only one of two things you can do, something good or something bad, physically. Internally, you can do many things. You can be neutral, you can be good, you can be bad, you can be nothing. You can shut up. You can keep talking. You can spread the God kingdom principles. You can stop spreading the devil kingdom principles. You see? Why can't we just choose to do one thing internally, or one thing, period, like we are internally? Because we are internally only one thing: balanced righteousness, balanced goodness. What's good, beautiful, normal, and natural? Calmness, serenity, love, and righteousness. Peace, love, unity, and advancement. Peace, respect, balance, and progression. Same message. Just telling you in different ways. Giving you different sceneries of the same destination, but I'm still sending you to the same destination. Life-giving grounds. The enemy trying to send you to death-giving grounds by giving you different images and different scenes of the same grounds. So why can't somebody from God's side do the same thing for it to be life-giving grounds? Because that's where I'm sending you. I'm sending you to life-giving grounds. I just got to say it with a fake attitude because the enemy is playing. Soul game saga, huh? Shalom, shalom, shalom. I just wanted to drop those words off to you. Peace, love, unity, and advancement to you all, my family. Learn faster, wake up sooner, get out quicker.